Greetings and thank you for the follow. Um, I'm just about to start, well, get back into the gallery, though it says 100%. I don't remember it being 100%. How's everyone today? Hopefully doing well. I decided I would start out with a little bit of relaxing. I don't know. Always watching. Hope you're doing well today, Dogma. Um, yeah, I figured I'd start with a little bit of relaxing painting. Uh, Start the day off and then see what I want to do, because I have a few things I might do and a few things I kind of want to do depending on if anyone's around, but we'll see. And the dragon, I don't actually remember. I don't think I've gotten to the dragon yet. I feel like I should remember that, being a dragon and all. Yeah, it doesn't look like I've actually gotten to it. I've been doing the gallery. I haven't played it for a little while, but I've been doing the gallery for, I want to say 4 or 5 streams now, at least, of at least an hour or so each. It's taken me quite a while to do it after the rocket. Yeah, I think you're like way beyond what I've done. I haven't done too much in this game. Uh, for a while at least. I feel like I've done more than the 3 they've got listed here though. Because the ones they've said I completed is the wheels, Tony's kitchen, and tool bus. Go using see them. So definitely done those 3. I could have sworn I did a couple of others. And that one says 100%, so I don't know. I don't remember it being 100%. But again, I haven't played this game for about a month or so now, so maybe not. Definitely not 100%. Also very pink. Ugh. I know that's not pink, but it's as close as it's going to get. What's that? Blueberry. I have to get myself reacquainted with the game. It's been a little while. Okay. I did leave some paint up there. Whoop. Yes, fluffy fuchsia. This is what's taken me the longest. Just getting all of this done. I'm pretty sure all of that is already painted. This is, I want to say this is the last area I need to do. Is this bit and that? 97%? Well, it says ceiling, so I'm assuming it's just ceiling. Um, Probably because the game, 1, was released a while ago. People tend to jump onto newer games more often than old ones. And 2, it's not going to be a lot of people's cup of tea, as it were. Not going to be their thing because, oh, uh, it's like a Power Wash sim, but with colors. And you'll find people who like Power Wash sim, sure, but power supply's gone. I'll have to get a new one. But yeah, finding someone, the same group of people who like Power Wash sim aren't necessarily going to like this as much. So I feel like that might be the reason. Then again, I also have a tendency to talk up my butt, so feel free to ignore that. Battery. Don't remember where the batteries are. Equipment. Yeah, I don't know what. Hit the wrong button again. I can't remember which button it is. E. There we go. I don't know why that disappeared. It used to be on the ground, but it used to be on the ground almost exactly where that one is now. Must have been an update of some kind that got rid of it. Hmm. Doo-doo. Remember this game had the... It does. As another thing, compared to Power Wash Sim, this game has a lot less attachments and stuff that make it easier to reach. Like, for instance, this. In Power Wash Sim, you'd be able to just have an extension and reach that instead of spraying like that and having to wait. Pretty sure I own everything except obviously the wood I don't care about already in this game. Paints don't matter, and then the avatar stuff doesn't matter. Yeah. I think I said this once before when I was playing, is that yeah, if they had attachments that would allow you to reach further, this game would probably be exactly the same popularity as Power Wash Sim. And I mean, I don't remember that nozzle. I have just recently finished playing Power Wash Sim 2. And it's pretty good sequel. Not much has changed to 1, but yeah. It's still a lot of fun. A lot of cool new maps. I'm going to do that a lot. I've been playing Power Wash Sim, I keep hitting the right click. Which in this game is to highlight the parts you've missed option. You can see I've missed a lot. It doesn't spray very cleanly either. I'm guessing they expect you to, to use that spray. But it's just so slow. It does reach further though. Whoops, unless you fall off the edge like I just did. But how is everybody today? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright. At random, what I can only assume was actually a spider bite, because it's not like a normal bug bite. Seems to have sorted itself out. Not as itchy anymore. It's definitely not causing me as many issues as it was. It looked very nasty that I was a little worried for a time there. I don't get bitten by spiders very often, or ever really, that I'm aware of. Because I follow the usual rule of being an Australian. Leave that shit alone and it'll leave you alone. Don't go looking for spiders, you ain't gonna find them. That's the rule in Australia that people don't realise. Yes, we have a lot of dangerous creatures, but if you don't go screwing with them, they don't go screwing with you. Again. No way to change the control scheme there. Aim unequipped. They want that at all. I just turn that off. So. Vehicle? I've got a vehicle. Yes, I'm kind of hoping enough people will turn up today that might be interested in playing some more Peak or something. As I kind of want to play some multiplayer. I don't really care what either. Like it could be Peak, Repo, do some old truck sim, Outbreak. it's with other people, I'm up for it because I've kind of don't feel like doing any of the single player stuff right now. So just ignore all the apparent patches, though they look completely filled from here. If you look close enough, though, you can see the difference in color from there to there. It just doesn't let me reach that far. Mm-mm. No, Kenshin's sick, so we won't be doing anything. Don't know if Necro is working or not. I don't actually know who else is around today. But we are getting fairly close to, you know, the season time when everyone's going to start going visiting family or whatever. We'll have to try and work out a time for the little Christmas celebration, as I'm just going to call it Christmas, that I wish to do with people at some point. I'm actually considering doing a Christmas stream, as it were, and doing a long stream, like a 12-hour stream or something. Just that might be after Christmas though. Still working out the details. And I know you're around, Dog Mum. I appreciate that. As usual though, as much as I enjoy gaming with you, the more people I can get to play, the better it tends to be. So we just need more. Can you duplicate yourself multiple times? Yeah, I figured I've been doing 8-hour streams a lot lately anyway. If I can plan it, time it right, no reason I couldn't do a long stream. And I want to do that whole I don't really want to just call it a drinking stream because it's not really like that, and it's also that's pushing terms of service and Twitch anyway nowadays. But it's a celebration stream, I guess, to celebrate the season, hang out with people, play games with them, appreciate their willingness to come and play games with me and put up with my shit all year. And see if we kind of like act a little bit like fools for a little while for fun. But timing is the hardest thing to do when it comes to doing anything with anyone. I know this as a D&D player and a GM for D&D. The hardest thing you can ever do is get a group of people into the same room at the same time, even online. I've been successful with some of the things like planning repo and peak nights. That's just because, I mean, those two games are pretty easy to convince people to come play. I've just got to plan way ahead of time so that people know it's there before I do it. And that's the thing is I don't know what games I want to play either, but I'm kind of okay with anything. As long as I have it, of course. Broke, can't afford to buy new games. Not yet. Maybe later. I've got to get rid of the Steam email that tells me when wishlist item goes on sale too, because it's just depressing at this point. Like, all these games keep going on sale. Not always a decent price, but you know, they go on sale at least a little bit. And it's like, yeah, but I can't. Even if it was like 90% off, I probably wouldn't be able to get them at this point. No. Just gotta stop getting reminded of it. Where is Fluffy Fuchsia? I'm blind, right? There it is. I don't know why, but I didn't think it was that color, even though I've been staring at it for like 15 minutes now. I just realized that I forgot this game even had multiplayer because I've just always played it in single player this whole time. No one else I know has ever even wanted to play it before. Now for the really sucky part to reach. At least I can spray it way easier from up here. Oh, don't fall off the edge, moron. Almost did it. Uh, uh, Can't be standing on it when you move it. Also can't reach from the top there apparently, which is kind of annoying. This game also suffers from the problem of the devs don't know how to keep their control schemes even, consistent, as it were. Use the middle mouse click to pick the thing up, but then you use the F key to put it down. What is that? Why change the button? Yeah, if I can't get enough people to join in on a game of something, I will probably be playing one of the games that I was given a key for, at least, or two, maybe two games. Because I've been meaning to check them out or show them off anyway. One game I've actually played extensively to the point where I've technically finished it, but only because I was curious as to how much content it had. But I'm still going to show it off because although it's limited and gets repetitive after a while, the devs are still working on making it, or the dev, I think there's only one guy working on it, is still working on making the game like more enjoyable and adding content, and that definitely was not finished, but okay. But yeah, he's only just now recently added in a way to make because it's a farming game, to make it so that there's automatic farming options, because it gets very repetitive to have to keep watering and then harvesting all of the... Why can't I get that part off? I'm missing all the plants, because that's a large amount of the game. What am I missing? I'm missing that there. Yeah. Wait, what? Am I still... Okay. Oh, I haven't painted that whole thing. I thought I had. God. How you doing, Tiger? May as well pick it both up. Wait. Oh, I haven't got any tape on me either. No tape over here? No. one. Gonna buy a couple of a single roll will probably do it, question mark. I don't remember how much it uses. Dun, dun, dun. There. I'll get. Oh, it's going to use way more than I thought because it's doing every individual bit. Run out of tape right before I'm done. Yep, knew it. Fine. Didn't I already... Oh no, that was that one. Like, didn't I already just uncover these? No. Alright, what am I missing? What haven't I wall masked? Still... Bought the baseball. Oh, maybe? What the? What the? I just fell through the ground. What? That wall is no longer solid. Hello, Skybox. Hello. Not supposed to see you. Oh, through there maybe. Okay. I can actually use middle mouse click to put it back down again. Oh, can't put that one down there. I have to hit F for that one. Alright, I think I may have broke something here, and I don't quite know what. Ah, hello. I walk through you as well. Oh, you're solid. Also, Noodle Nude. The hell? Who named these colors? What color is Noodle Nude? Ew, okay. Yes, whatever. But yeah, I would like to see if I can get enough people to play either some Peak or maybe some more driving, more truck sim later. Either way, I will probably also be playing a single player game for a little bit at some point too. But if anyone is interested in joining me for Peak, other than Dogmum, because I already know you are interested, please feel free to let me know. Am I missing a control? Gray rotate. Could have sworn that there was a better large nozzle available. There isn't. You lied to me. You say large nozzle, but I do not see large nozzle. Unless, oh wait, I'm on the blue one, that's why. I thought that was medium. That's better. That'll let me spray way more, but I mean, still slowly. Does it have a... Same rotates. Yeah, they should have put more nozzles and like attachments and stuff into this game. Either that or you get them later and they don't show up on the shop. Which... I've already done 3-4 levels. And I'm stuck with the default stuff. I don't know. Oops, wrong key. Need to start finding people's schedules for the Christmas season. Generally just before Christmas and probably just after Christmas. / New Year's Eve-ish. New Year's Eve. The day before New Year's Eve. Find out if anyone will be around for me to actually do those that celebration stream. Plus, I'll also need to make sure I have enough games to play if I'm going to be doing a 12-hour stream. Right now, it's getting a little bit on the quiet side game-wise. Game Pass games have kind of dried up a little bit, the good ones anyway. I think it's because they're saving them for the new, whatever the hell they're calling their ultimate version of Game Pass. That I will definitely not be spending any, like, not be getting because, well, I don't spend money on it to begin with, but it's a rip-off, honestly. I still have regular Game Pass though, so I'm still using that. That's why I'm playing this game right now. It's on Game Pass. I do have a bunch of demos to play too, but I probably don't want to be doing those on the 12-hour stream. Because I don't know, like, I go in blind on the demo games. So I never know if they're actually any good or not. Until I start playing them. But it sounds like somebody drinking from a straw when it runs empty. Bing! Magically finished somehow, even though it's not really. I move you and need you any. That matter. You anymore. Be disappointed if I find out I do actually need it for something. That wouldn't make any sense. They get you to do all the colors all at once. Game it's way easier to paint up and down than it is side to side because you can smoothly move the mouse up and down fairly easily and get most of the areas. Whereas if you have to do side to side, you're only getting like that much, and then it starts getting harder to spray. And walking, you walk too fast to do like there's no, yeah, even crouching, you walk the same speed, so there's no slow movement to the left and right. Oh, that didn't last long. Oh wait, power. Still, the power seems a bit redundant because it never runs out. Unless it magically disappears like it did for this game. Just save when I started it up and it was gone. I don't know if I'll ever get around to finishing it, because, you know, I already have way too many projects all at once, like a smart person. But I started designing a steampunk themed tabletop game to play. I mean, I'm using existing rules, but I'm creating the entire world, which requires me to alter the existing rules, which is kind of annoying. There's really no tabletop, even though there's a single game that a single rule set I found that's supposed to do it. There's not really any rule set that has very generic rules, and it makes sense because, like, if you add new technology or a new type of creature or whatever, you have to come up with the concepts of like what it can do. There's no way to genericize those. So I just went with the one that had the most rules that matched what I wanted. But I am hoping that if I ever get around to finishing that, I'll be able to find people who want to join me playing it. Test playing it. I think it'll be a fun little game though. I got back into wanting to do the steampunk style games when I found my old Tephra books. I played Tephra with a bunch of people, and it was a lot of fun. Robots? What do you mean robots? Am I going robotic, or are you talking about like something else? Steampunk. Well, I mean, steampunk does have robots, or automatons as they tend to call them in that. They are less frequent in a lot of tabletop rule sets. Tephra has it. Before I stopped playing with the people that were playing the last game with me, I had planned to have like a manor for them to go back to between campaigns, between sessions essentially, and they would have a little automaton robot that was essentially their butler. That was kind of cool. A crazy guy who makes tiny little robots, which get into all sorts of mischief. Yeah, I like steampunk-based robots. They're pretty cool. I had so much fun with one of the yes, campaigns, not really a campaign. One of the scenarios in Tephra, which was on a blimp, a dirigible, as it were. That the world I'm creating has it's all a bunch of floating islands, so it has a lot of floating vehicles of different types. Not just steampunk, because it's actually kind of a mix between steampunk and dieselpunk. The sense that, like, depending on which nation you're in, they have different forms of technology. And the theming behind that technology, or just the theming behind the cities themselves, it'd look more like steampunk, which, you know, is generally like brass-looking copper or brass-looking gears and whatnot, versus a more diesel punk look, which is generally more iron looking metal constructions of sorts. The actual requirement to run the engines doesn't really matter. They could be either. It'll mostly be steam in this world because they're floating islands for a reason. The most of the world is covered in a dangerous mist that will kill you. So, well, it'll infect you and then turn you into a creature, but, you know. So getting diesel or other fuels is not the easiest thing in the world. Steam is way easier. But some places have that, or they have coal, some sort, which I mean is steam, but they have ways of generating power anyway. As well as a source of energy that is not very common, but is magic, essentially. I haven't really come up with a better name than calling it Aether, because that's the common name for magic in steampunk worlds. Turns out that that's the reason why the mist exists, though. Well, at least that's the legend behind it. Is that ancient people that were Aether mages were running experiments of sorts, and one of them got out of hand a little bit and took over the world. At least that's the theory. Yeah, that's kind of the thing I wanted to go for. Is like I wanted to have a world that's kind of mysterious for people to explore, and a Victorian era, mostly at the beginning at least, sort of world, cities and whatnot to run around in and meet interesting people and whatnot, make money, that sort of thing. I always wanted to do steampunk cosplay as well, just because I feel like a lot of it's really cool looking. But I never had both the money and the time to make anything, and I don't like just buying already made stuff off the internet. Though there are a lot of people out there that make some really cool stuff. I wanted to be able to make my own. It takes a lot of time. Back to the people who spend their time doing that stuff, that's for sure. I probably still have a few of the random pieces I did buy for an idea I had and never actually finished. Somewhere around here. I also have a random blonde wig because I was once going to dress up as a character from the the cartoon Ruby from Rooster Teeth. I was even going to make the guy's retractable shield. Had really cool ideas to how it worked, even though at the time the writers didn't actually have a way for it to function. It was just magic sort of thing. I think they really explained how anything worked in Ruby. And it was a good cartoon for the most part, but I kind of lost interest after the original creator passed away. Not that well, one of them technically, he was the original, and then others joined in. But after, it wasn't so much the writers' fault for that either. It was more that company just started going downhill around that time. As anyone who's ever looked up the history of Rooster Teeth probably knows, a lot of shit went down in that company before it ended. And it really wasn't the same sort of stuff that I was used to anyway when they first started. No, but it's only that much. Oh no, I have to do that too, don't I? Never mind. Yeah. The person who doesn't like to waste within me hates the concept of having to entirely get a new tin for a little space. Just, it's too much waste for me. Yes, it is. It's actually kind of why I like it. I'd be playing, to be honest, I'd be playing Power Wash Sim 2 if I hadn't already pretty much finished that game. Made it. Now, is it still invisible? Can I walk on it now? Ah, good, I can walk on it. I don't know what the hell was going on before. Just walk right through the wall. Yeah. As I was saying, I like it because it's like Power Wash Sim, but it lacks the same amount of attachments as Power Wash Sim. And that is very, very much evident when it comes to spraying evenly. Because there is no spraying evenly in this game. You really do have to do multiple coats. That. And it's worse when you have to reach areas like up there that don't count as close enough. So you end up getting splotchy work. Worse, way worse than what this one's looking like right now. Battery. Pick. I'm so glad I changed that E key. Because, wrong one. Let's see. This game also suffers from the severe problem that a lot of developers caused in their games and not having consistent control schemes. Bugs the hell out of me. I don't want to have to keep looking down that bottom left corner to figure out which key something is because, you know, I press one key to do something and then to undo the same thing, it's a different key for some reason. Like pick up with the middle mouse key and F to put it down. What? Why? Oops, I didn't mean to jump that high. I think that'll always be the bane of my gameplay though, is devs that don't know how to do consistent control schemes. Did it again. Trying to put it down with the middle mouse key and it doesn't work. Don't yellow arrow me, game. I'm gonna use up every little bit of this paint before I go and refill. Yeah, again, if anyone's interested in playing some Peak or anything like that with me today, let me know, because I am considering doing that soon. But only if there's enough people to play it. I already have Dog Mum as a guaranteed yes. Closer. Oh, I can't move. I can move you close. I feel like that didn't get any closer. Also, safety rails. What is this? Just falling off the friggin' thing. Otherwise, I will likely be playing one of the two games I'm putting off. I have plenty of time before I need to play them, but yeah, I just don't really feel like them today. I played the game called Songs of Six while it was on a free weekend. It's kind of like playing, say, RimWorld or similar, maybe Dwarf Fortress, where it's a colony builder, but instead of it just being like a few people, you can apparently get like thousands of colony members in there and have a full army and such. I didn't get beyond like 50 people in the game I was playing, but it looks alright. Top-down type game. It was a lot of fun though. I kind of want to play more colony builder games. Not specifically the top-down ones like that, more isometric. Like, I don't think any off the top of my head, to be honest. city builders essentially more than colony builders. Yeah, I mean, they do and they don't, because there's a lot of poorly implemented ones out there, and that's the problem, is that no one's putting in a lot of good effort into it. Oops. So it is kind of hard to find a good colony builder at the moment. That wasn't made like 5 to 10 years ago, which I'll still play. I still play. Well, I can't play RimWorld because I don't have it on my PC and I don't have access to controllers anymore. I have Oxygen Not Included. That's a side-scrolling type of colony builder. Played one similar to that was a dwarf game. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I just remember that every time you killed a bad guy, it would go, "I'll be back." And yeah, that's like the main thing I remember from that game. It was a lot of fun though. Played it a lot. I think it's Craft the World or something like that might have been its name. But the more isometric type of not SimCity, but like that, I guess, in its design of like you build the buildings and then the colony, you utilize those buildings to survive. More of a city builder than a colony builder, really, I guess. Yeah. There's a few of those that are out, but they're still in early access, and there isn't necessarily enough content for them all. Like, I don't like it. I don't like the angle I have to paint at here. It sucks. My own game I used to think of as a colony builder that I am making slowly is not really a colony builder, as it kind of it builds it itself. It's more of so it's not even a colony manager, because you don't directly affect colonists or people in the world. I don't really have a definition for the concept of a game that I'm building, because it doesn't really fit in any of the standard terms. The closest I can think of is it's like a god game, like Black and White. But even that, you can directly influence certain people in your world. I mean, technically you could. I might put in an option to make it so you can directly influence certain individuals. But the point of the game is to influence the world, not poke around and move everything to however you want it to be, sort of thing. The challenge is making things happen without directly forcing colonists to do things. Like, for instance, in the game I'm building, it's if you had a quest, or if you just wanted to in free play, to have a specific person in the world become, say, the mayor of the town, you can influence certain aspects of the world to make it so that that person gets voted in as mayor. Like, you can make it look like his competitors are all doing dodgy stuff by, I don't know, influencing drug dealers to come to their office or something, you know? You don't directly make the drug dealers go there or anything, but you can make it seem like that was that they were that the person, The candidate was actually the one who called and requested that sort of thing. Hard to explain without like actually having examples to show, but the whole entire purpose of the game is about influencing the members of the colony or the settlement, as it were, to achieve an end goal. I guess it's kind of a puzzle game in that aspect too. Got to figure out what needs to be done to make something happen in the world. I don't know any game that's like that, so I don't really have anything to reference it to. Standard colony builders are fun to play, but they're all kind of the same. They're either very RimWorld-esque or very, like, Oxygen Not Included-esque. Which is both fine. They're fun games to play. Just, they get repetitive if they just feel like clones with different assets. Bloom, totally did not finish that, but alright, cool. Guess I can get rid of you now. And hopefully I'm done painting. Finally. After 3 years of painting this damn place. How it feels anyway. Get that in a minute. I do find it funny that I've had to mask up, like, these things and then didn't unmask them until the end. Like I'm somehow going to get paint from over there or over there on them. They were the first things I painted, I think. Ugh, yuck. The color schemes in this place is terrible, by the way. Absolutely terrible. Look at that nasty yellow floor. I don't mind the purple, but it's a lot of purple. They use way too many primary based colors in this too. They don't blend well together. That alone is very I don't like the color schemes at all. Most of my wish list is not available. What? Like, oh, you mean like early access stuff? Yeah, it's kind of starting to get that way. Not early access, pre-access things. Point. And that's just, well, not enough games are being released. That bit. What am I missing? Have a light. The glass things around there. And we done? Did I miss something? What am I missing? Huh? I didn't realize I'd even taken those. Put back. Must have done that at the very, very beginning. I could have sworn it was empty when I got here. They letting me touch these things? That's a foolish move. Oh yeah, I did take that off. I remember that. There's no escape from this place now. That one. That one. What are you looking at? What are you looking at, huh? You want your go? Weird looking thing. I remember taking the lights off. Maybe I did. Job complete! Yippee! Finally. My Amazon wishlist I honestly haven't looked at in months. So it doesn't surprise me that they're no longer available. I have to go through and replace a lot of that stuff anyway, because Where is that? I don't have a thing for it. I've had a shortcut for my. Apparently not. Yeah. Ah, look at that. Now I have new things to get. Hasn't popped up yet either. No, I really got to get my other bot work sooner rather than because this setup sucks. Oh, do they say not available to you? That's weird because I've only got 2 that are unavailable on the list. That's weird. It shouldn't show up unavailable. I don't know why it does that. The cloud lifter doesn't surprise me because I don't think they're actually selling those here anymore. That makes my microphone louder. And the monitor stand is not that important. Well, the thing is, it shouldn't matter because it's my wish list. So it's not. It should be based on my location more than anyone looking at it. Because you can buy when you buy stuff on this list, it goes to the local area. If I added stuff that was from America onto this list and it doesn't send here, then it should come up showing as not available. Does it have the .au at the end of Amazon.com? Or did it remove that automatically when you went there? Maybe that's why it doesn't work. Because it thinks it's actually looking in America, though it's not supposed to be. Like, is it actually this link here? That's the actual link to the wish list. Iron Bridge. Hmm. Yeah, I'll do it. Honestly, yeah, I haven't looked at that list in a while, so there's things on there that I don't necessarily. I mean, I don't really need them, but like the 64 controller adapter it was just for fun when I was doing the the old Nintendo emulated stuff with my friend Sean. I thought it would be cool to do the Nintendo 64 games that I have as well, but I don't want to pull out my actual Nintendo 64 and plug it in with the adapter and all the other stuff and then try to capture it because the capture doesn't work very well for some. I have all of the games on my PC as well, so but it's just not the same without a control like the right controller. It feels odd. You know what? I don't think anyone has the game. I'm going to turn co-op on anyway. Ugh, that's giving me Are We There Yet vibes. Game's fun. I kind of hope that they do a sequel or a DLC to that game. Where it's another map. Like, I had the idea right after we finished it For those who weren't around, Are We There Yet? It's kind of like um a weird little game where you're trying to keep your RV your from getting broken, because the road you took to get to the campsite gets closed down, gets like landslide or something. So you have to take the alternate route, which is also dangerous. And it's a very janky game, but a lot of fun. Things try to like kill you, like birds or bears and the like, even alligators later on, and fires. And you just have to go through a lot of weird stuff and try to drive to the end with your friends. At the very end of that game, the first thing I thought of was it'd be really cool that now that you're on the highway, there's like an earthquake and the highway breaks, or there's like I don't know, some other kind of catastrophe that means you have to go off that highway and take yet another detoured route that they could totally put more cool stuff into for it. Oh, that's supposed to be like the jet stream of a plane. I like it. That's cool. Randomly looked up and went, oh, look at that squiggly line. So they want me to paint a bridge. It's a bit weird. Bit weird. The road that goes under this bridge. I don't know why there would be a road going under here, as opposed to a lake. No, that's definitely not right. In fact, the delivery should be to a Australian post office box. Let me have a look at that. I really should have checked this like months ago. Correct email. Correct name. Correct thing. Yeah, parcel locker. Hey there, Tiz. How's it going? Welcome on in, Raiders. Don't mind me, I'm just distracted for a moment because Michelle was just talking about the Amazon wish list of mine not working right, and I'm like, yeah, I totally haven't looked at that in months. Yeah, no idea why that's doing what it's doing there. Yeah, I don't know why it's... I mean, it's annoying enough that they don't count the two websites as the same users. Because if I go to the US Amazon site, it tells me to sign in again. It's weird. The fact that you can't sign in on the US website without it being weird, and then it wanting you a different account on the Australian one, is just weird. Oh, no, that's fine. You do you, man. I feel you there. I've been there many a times myself. In fact, I started late today because of a similar reason. I need to buy... Actually, before I buy that, there was some new equipment. What was that? Tall scaffolding and extra large scaffolding. Yeah, more expensive than I would like to. No new attachments though. I appreciate the Michelle. I will have to look at why the hell that wish list is being so screwy. Probably also update some of those links, because no doubt the reason it's not working is probably because the link itself is no longer valid or weird in some way. How you doing, Sophie? That, and do that, and then just like hot dog rolls and hot dog buns and hot dogs, these do not match up to equal the same amount, because why would they? I can get 3 out of that and 3 out of that, and then there's 2 remaining here and 1 remaining there. This is definitely a, 12 hot dog buns versus 10 hot dog situation or something along those lines. Filler. I need to get filler now too. I'll get some filler as well, because why not? We'll spackle this mofo up. What else am I? It seems unnecessary, but alright. I mean, to begin with, I'm painting a bridge, so whatever. I don't understand why I'm painting a bridge in the first place. Especially a bridge that clearly needs repairs. There. 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 Bum, bum, bum. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, so that's why. Apparently the spackle just magically repairs it. Is that what's going on here? Oh, maybe it's just I'm just super strong and boop, just instant repair for 10 bucks. Alright, what am I missing? So it does want me to fix these holes, but it's not highlighting. Gotta get closer. Now I fill them with spackle. Because that's what you do with a bridge that's clearly rusting away. You just spackle the hole up. Problem solved. Up there as well. Question is, can I walk up here? I can, yay. Wow, wow. Yeah. So this whole entire bridge needs to be rebuilt. Gonna be more and I'm out of spackle. Still looking for people who might be interested in playing some Peak or something in a bit too, by the way. My plan is not to continue playing this all stream. Random place for money to be sitting. Wow. There. There's one. Oh. Apparently there was just one, even though it said 3. Preparation is complete. Now what do you want me to do? Dun, dun. Player's color choice? But I can't pick the color. Job. What am I working on at the moment? Spray items. Just it? Spray items? Dun, dun. There's no new sprayer either. Still the same one from the beginning. Well, 2 from the beginning, I should say. I picked the wrong one straight away again too, didn't I? I need that. I need battery. I need to pick this up before I can access the spray nozzle. And apparently I can't access whatever that is because it's not on screen. What do they do there? I have to buy the nozzle again? What the hell? I guess I'm buying the nozzle again. Maybe? I'd have to check. So I think I'm available this weekend. I have to double check because it is kind of the busy time. That game definitely has a slow start though. It's not a fast moving game. Alright, which color should I paint this bridge? We got the lighter greeny crappy ones, and you got some blues going into purples and then into the reds, and then you just got your random darks and lights. I don't have to paint the entire thing one color, but you know, do I want. I'll probably paint these railings a different color to the actual bridge. Ooh. Mm. Oh, excuse me. Mm. Right, let's go with. Make it really hard to see, but when people are driving past, I'm gonna make this the color for these rails here, so they run into them every time that they drive because I can. That's why does it have my name there when I'm spraying? To just automatically tell you every person that's doing things. I've never turned the co-op stuff on. By the way, you should never paint over rust like that. That's terrible. Not going to stop the rust. Clean the rust off first and then paint it. Oh. I don't know why I've wanted to do a lot of driving lately though. I keep wanting to play Truck Sim and Outbreak. I want more driving games, but there just aren't any good ones out there. Those are like the only two I know of that are also multiplayer. Single player ones are alright, but they get old quick. That'll do, probably. Very janky to paint sideways in this game. Boing, 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 boing. Midnight Mischief. Like every barrier has a different, every segment of the barrier has a different bar. Gonna have to do the underside, the other side most of the way as well. Game doesn't have enough colors. They're all very pastel-y in design. If anyone has the game and wants to join me, then they're more than welcome to, by the way. Co-op option is on. Did I make it all the way without running out of paint? Getting close. Hey, there's the end. Marvelous. Yeah, that's definitely not a hazard at all. Mm-hmm. Barrier top. So, can I fit through here? I think I can. Question is it going to cover enough of said barrier? Nope. Unless it's just the tip that I'm missing. Maybe. I don't think I got enough of this side, yeah. So, probably gonna have to do that on all of them. Okay. I don't know why that says 0%. Doo -doo -doo. I wish I could just spray real quick like this, but I have to go over it multiple times. That will make you dizzy in no time right there. How fast you move, it's ridiculous. And no, there's no slow button that I'm aware of. I don't think there's even a walk button. There's a sprint. That's just even faster. Apparently I'm just very fast. I'm fast as fuck, boy. Because I just realized I've completely painted over the bridge part now, but whatever. Maybe I'll just make the entire bridge black and people will think that it's not there and freak out. Super evil. Make it impossible to see at night. May as well just buy another one. I'm gonna have to do two anyway. Saves me the walk back there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Can actually check to see what levels were available on Peak today. Oh, that really matters. I don't really care which one I play at this point. Now that I've done the Roots one with the zombies. Totally got bit by a zombie and all. Apparently there's like a temple you can get into, but it's only open like 2 or 3 days a fortnight. Rotation of the maps in Peak. And even then sometimes it's not at all. I think this particular fortnight, I think it's closed the entire time. Not that it's closed, it's that it's blocked, I believe. Why can I not jump here? Weird. I'm getting more paint everywhere but on the bridge. You can clear the paint that someone else has done. That's probably handy, especially if they went and drew a penis or something. And you want to get that off the screen. Yeah, for some reason when I'm standing on this pillar, I can't jump. I can walk up and down it, but I can't jump off of it. I did not do the underside of any of these, did I? Can't really see, because it doesn't look like I've missed anywhere, but the entire area is unpainted. Dun, 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 dun. Haven't done the other side of this. This one's here yet. Bridge is going to take a while. Yeah, I don't know why this one says 0 when I'm mousing over it. If it just dings automatically. Nope, I don't think that actually is going to count as 1. It doesn't. Weirdly. It's just unnecessarily missed I could have left that one completely unpainted and still finished. I don't know why that doesn't paint as well as the one above it. Like, I did that one in one stroke. This one couldn't do it nice and slow like. I haven't had anyone else mention that they wanted to join us in any online games, so other than Dogmum, which I appreciate. Point that fact out so that she doesn't feel left out. As such, I'm probably just going to jump into one of the single player games I've got in a minute. As I am getting kind of over this pretty quickly. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be a hazard at night. Then right here, go. Almost. Not quite an even spray. Still misses bits. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. I tried to manage the amount of paint I used so that I didn't overspend in this game, but then realized very quickly that you can't spray evenly, so you're always going to have to spend more. Luckily, the paint's cheap in this game. Way cheaper than in real life, tell you what. Good. You. Right. I'm guessing that's how you get back up from down there. Here's the thing that tells me mustn't be on this screen. There's an option somewhere that tells you how much of I thought it was actually in options. Tells you how much of the secret stuff you found in the game. Like that money I found on the top. I think it's only the money I need to get in the game still. Oh, hey, there's ladders here. Good to know. Do, 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 do. Gonna be a pain in the butt. I bet you I have to... Oh no, I don't have to do the bottoms. I bet I had to do the bottoms, but apparently not. Just this entire down here is just in case I fall off. I have to walk my ass back up. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ba-dum-bum. Anyway, for now, I've been playing this game longer than I was expecting to. I am going to swap over game. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Business? Yeah, there we go. There's still 3 letters, 1 cache, and 2 secrets to find in the game. Pretty sure that last cache is on a different level I haven't been to yet. And the 2 secrets are also on levels I haven't been to yet. Don't know about the letters though. Done those 4 in progress, and I don't know why there's new jobs, because at least so far there hasn't been an in progress and a new job at the same time. Alrighty. I am going to swap over to... know what game yet? Oh, I forgot to mention to people that I'm looking to do a Dead Island 2 run. Because I don't think I actually ever played that game. Or maybe I did and I just can't remember. But I kind of want to play through it again. It's a pretty old game now, I know. But it's a fun little zombie killer game that I'll probably get bored of fairly quickly. But if I can get people to join me, it might be a little more fun. If anyone's interested, feel free to let me know. I won't be playing it today, though. I think I will probably play... I'll do some of that for a little while and then swap over to something else. Gonna be doing like a kind of like a bullet hell type game sort of thing, but it's got programming in it. For those who watch Paul Tagaris play games, he was playing it earlier on, about a month ago now, I think. The game is called Net Attack. I'll be jumping into that after I take a break, because I've been live for an hour and a half and taken a break yet. So I will be back in 3 minutes.